have a fraction, then we can reduce it. We can find a fraction that is equivalent to this first fraction, but it is simpler. Right here I have given you some of the possible fractions that you may have. Let's take the middle one, 4 divided by 5. What we want to make sure is that looking at this fraction, is there any possibility that we can reduce that? Okay, what is the first thing that you need to do? Well, the first thing that you need to do is make sure that you look at the numerator and at the denominator. The denominator of this fraction is 4. The 4 can be written as 2 times 2. This is the numerator of the fraction. Now the denominator is 5. 5 is a prime number. Is there any way that you can cancel out, you can simplify the numerator with the denominator? Well, since on the numerator you have two prime numbers that are 2's, and at the denominator you have the prime number that is 5, there is nothing in common here, so there is no way that you can reduce this fraction. Well, look at the first one. The first fraction can be written as 3 at the numerator, because 3 is a prime number, and you can change the denominator into 2 times 3. Okay, 2 times 3 is equal to 6, so I can replace 6 by 2 times 3. The numerator stays 3, the denominator has also another 3 now down here. And if you look at it, you will realize that there are two common factors here, the 3's. Now, we say that we are allowed to simplify the 3's. We can cancel them out. What does this mean to cancel them out? Well, it is the same as if you say that at the beginning you had 1/2, and what you did with this 1/2 was to multiply it by 3. This is the 3 that you have up here. And you also divide it by 3. This is the 3 that you have down here. So, would you need to do this? Would you need to perform the 3 divided by 3? Well, no. Why? Because the multiplication and the division are two inverse operations. So you don't need to do that. So what do you end up with? Well, if you look at it carefully, you will realize that you end up with 1/2. This is the result. So you started with 3/6 and you end up right here with 1/2. How? By simplifying the 3's that are common on the numerator and on the denominator. Let's look now at the fraction 4 divided by 9. Well, we have 2 times 2, and the denominator is 3 times 3. That gives us 9. If you look at the numerator and the denominator, yes, they can be written as products of primes, but there is nothing in common between these two. So what does this mean? This means that there is no way that you can simplify these fractions. So, how do we know when can we simplify fractions? Okay, that's simple. The way to simplify fractions is to look at the numerator and at the denominator as we did up here, and to find the common factors as we did right here. So we found that the 3's are common, so we cancel them out, and what it remains is what we have at the numerator, 1, and at the denominator, 2.